could you please introduce our audience to Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island, and what is your role in that organization?
Sure. So my name's Joe Fredrickson. I work in the IT infrastructure and operations organization inside of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. We are a healthcare payer company that is focused on making our members in the state of Rhode Island much healthier. We run everything inside of Azure, so we're 100% cloud-based, our technology stack. We've just wrapped up a 3-year movement to moving everything into the cloud. As we move to the cloud, though, one of the things that we recognized is we have the ability to really redesign our data structure of all aspects of our data structure and move into a cloud-based, SaaS-based solution for our data warehouse that will then have APIs available for us to interact with.
That's great. Thank you, Joe. And so just looking at the purpose of all of it, how has adopting the cloud and automation and agile driven not only better business outcomes, but I suppose better outcomes for the people that use your service?
Part of those business outcomes is really financial. So the cost of running things in the cloud is much cheaper than it is running on-premise. The next is just the capabilities inside the cloud. We've been able to use where in the past, if we wanted to try a new API manager, for example, we'd actually have to go through and procure an API and figure out what the solution is, rather than what we can do inside Azure, which is just use their native capabilities. And then finally, people might be a little bit concerned about the security profile in the cloud. And what we've done and demonstrated and repeatedly attested, that's done right, you're more secure in the cloud than you are on premise. The other thing that we're doing as we look at these newer technologies, whether it's our cloud technology or our data technology or our API technology, it's moving everything towards DevOps. And this is just, how do you automate everything that you do as an application developer, from how we automate a server build to how we automate your application being layered into that server, how we layer the database, how we automate testing and automate deployments. So the whole DevOps practice is really accelerating as we move into the cloud.
Thanks, Joe. And just going to that point of automation, why is creating a culture of automation so important, and how can you really drive that? Is it just through a kind of enabling like an agile and DevOps methodology in your business?
So first and foremost, the view is, how do you eliminate waste? Anytime you have to stop what you're doing and hand something off to somebody else to do, they finish it, give it back to you, that's waste in the system. Anything that is routine, like you're doing it every single day, you do the same thing every day, that's an area for waste. And so really what we look at is there a way to eliminate that? Maybe we're doing something because that's the way we've always done it, but if we change it, that waste goes away. Or is it something that really should be automated? And then helping the teams understand what are the tools and frameworks they should use for automation. And how do we really build kind of that end-to-end automation framework so that we can really take advantage of all those automations. When you eliminate waste, what you allow people to do is focus on more high-value things. And so that helps to accelerate.
And are you able, Joe, just to talk about how that translates to the users? Like, what benefits are they seeing about you being in the cloud and being agile and being responsive and innovative?
We have a lot of data on our members. One of the things that we've been able to do is to have that data be very visible to our call centers when they're taking those calls, or with our nurses when they're reaching out to our members. They have a whole lot more data available to them about what's happening to that member, what's happening to the population, what is the next best approach you should have with this member to help them get healthier. Anytime you have that 360 view of our members, you can really help them get healthier. And so having that data and having that data real time because of the APIs is really going to allow us to just do a much better job of helping our members as we engage with them. I'm a firm believer that people who have a passion about IT, they don't need a college degree to get to where they want to be. The other thing I tell people is continuously learn, have a passion about learning. And so if we see people that, again, have a talent for technology and they just have a passion for learning, they do great things over time. And it's just remarkable to sit there and see for people who are definitely starting out is find somebody who can mentor you. That's certainly another thing that most folks starting off in IT really don't think about, but it really is critical for the long-term success of where you want to go.